from London, this is QLive. Britain, get ready to play.
And welcome to QLive. I'm Marina Berry. It's Friday the 27th of July, it's 8 p.m. and your weekend starts here. After weeks of sunshine, it's decided to rain. But don't let that dampen your spirits, because we've got £500 to give away tonight. And I've even worn yellow as well to try and entice the sun back into the sky. I'm not sure how it's going to work, but there you go. Here's how the game works. I'm going to ask you 12 questions ranging from easy to hard. You'll have just 10 seconds to tap each answer, so keep your eyes on the clock. Get all 12 right and you'll win or split the cash. Now, if you've got friends, hopefully you do, you should invite them to QLive to get extra lives. You can use 1 life per game, but only on the first 9 questions. You'll get an extra life every time somebody signs up using your code, which is also your username. So start inviting your friends now. You can follow us on Twitter at QLive, say hello, request a shout out. But right now, it's time for the game that stops the nation. Britain, get ready to play.
Let's play.
Now, there are 7,200 of you in play at Q1. In which sport would you perform an Eskimo role? Competitive eating, judo, or kayaking? Now, the Inuits perfected the technique and taught it to the rest of the world. I can tell you I am an expert in one of these 3 things. I can tell you that I'm not an expert in judo or kayaking, competitive eating. The answer is kayaking. 3,947 of you in the game still at Q2. What is the largest planet in our solar system? Jupiter, Mars, or Neptune? Now, this planet is 1,000 times smaller than the sun. It's just mind-blowing, and anything space just blows my mind. The answer is Jupiter. 3,352 of you are still very much in the game and in with a chance of winning that £500. Here's Q3. Taylor Schilling, 34 today, played which character in Orange is the New Black? Tasty, Piper Chapman, or Gloria Mendoza? Now, the Netflix series is actually based on a true story. I was obsessed with it, watched it the entire way through. Brilliant, brilliant series. The answer is Piper Chapman. Now, 2,221 of you got that right. Now, before I move on to Q4, I just want to remind you about our weekly leaderboard. Now, if you get eliminated during any game, keep playing for points, because the top scorer at the end of each week wins £150. Ka-ching! Now, I think it's time to get back to the game. Q4. Who hosted the 2018 Academy Awards ceremony? Jimmy Kimmel, Ellen DeGeneres, or Chris Rock? Now, it was the 90th ceremony, but who hosted it? 2018, the host. The answer is, did you know it? It is Jimmy Kimmel. Oh, we've got 1,151 of you that are still in the game as we move swiftly on, without further ado, to Q5. In which year did Channel 5 launch in the UK? 1995, 1996, or 1997? It was actually launched by the Spice Girls, who recorded a special version of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah. And the answer, it's a tricky one, this one with the dates. Answer is 1997. 572 of you are still in the game at this point. Now, this is my favourite part of the show, because it's time for, you guessed it, some shout outs. Hello to Dougie, Anne and Pam, who are loving QLive. You're loving it in the south of France. And of course, everybody's favourite, David. Hello to you. Hi to the Joneses, who are all huddled round one phone trying to win QLive. Well, if you win tonight, you might be able to buy another phone, so you don't have to be huddled all around one. Shout out to Leo and Ellie as well. They are QLive's biggest fans. And hello to Jamie Lewis Rennie, who is playing in Leicester tonight. Now, if you would like a shout out, then come and find us on Twitter at QLive and let us know. Here's Q6. Which musical features the hit song One Night in Bangkok? Time, Chess or Miss Saigon? Number 1 in many countries, it peaked at 12 in the UK. What musical? Are you a fan of musicals? Do you know this one? The answer is, it is Chess. 270 of you still in the game. Let's move swiftly on to Q7. At Russia 2018, which of these countries made their first appearance at a FIFA World Cup? Iran, Iceland or Saudi Arabia? Now, only Brazil have made it to all 21 World Cups. Did you watch the World Cup this year? Of course you did. The answer is Iceland. Now, just 198 of you are still in the game. We started off with about, over 6,000 of you playing. Here's Q8. Kaiser Chiefs originally formed under what name? Parva, Lamantics or the 22? They're now named after a football club in South Africa, but what were they originally known as? Are you a fan of the Kaiser Chiefs? Oh, I love them. Absolutely love them. The answer is, it's Parva. Oh, 123 of you got that one right, and you are still very much in the game. Now, before I move on, did you know that you can play QLive on the beach or by the pool while you're on holiday? So get playing and send us some pictures on Twitter of where you're playing. Make us really jealous. Now it's started to rain here. Great. Anyway, there are just 4 questions left, and it's time for Q9. Which of these countries has the largest population? Spain, Colombia or Argentina? Now, China's population is now over 1.4 billion. That is absolutely crazy. But what out of those countries has the largest population? What are we thinking? The answer is Colombia. 36, just 36. You know what that was? Oh, just 36 of you left in the game. Shall we move on to Q10? Here it is. Which of these novels was originally published anonymously? Dracula, The Invisible Man or Frankenstein? Now, when it was first published, only 500 copies were actually made. Oh, it's a tricky one, you know, this one, for a Q10. The answer, though, is Frankenstein. 73 of you still in the game. Now, at Q11. In Brooklyn Nine-Nine, who are the Jimmy Jab Games named after? Michael Bloomberg, Jimmy Carter, or Mahmoud Ahmadinejad? Now, Brooklyn Nine-Nine was cancelled by Fox this year, but was then picked up by NBC. Is this an easy one for you? The answer is Mahmoud Ahmadinejad. 36 of you knew that. This is the moment you've all been waiting for. You've made it this far. This is what you've been playing for. It's time now for this.